In our news stories for today, family members are still looking for a gentleman who was taken in St. Catherine. And some dangerous individuals took some items from a facility that was designated for the disabled. And in St. James, flooding has left many businesses and motorists with hefty bills to pay. Heavy rainfall, which caused severe flooding in sections of St. James last Friday, has left the government with another massive repair bill and many businesses and motorists with extensive damages to cover with bills as well. The rainfall, which started shortly after 5:30 p.m., has caused a huge flooding in several inner-city communities in Montego Bay and caused flooding to several main roads and businesses as well. The areas mostly affected were Long Hill, Wilshire, Leith Crossing, King Gate, and Belmont. 6 motorists were reportedly harmed and had to be taken to hospital after their vehicles were severely damaged by rocks and raging floodwaters, while more than 12 business establishments were also damaged by the rainfall and the flooding. An entrepreneur who identified herself as Miss Thorpe was one of the worst affected after a flood carrying several inches of water, mud and rocks entered her business place. Miss Thorpe, who is known in her community as Miss Chain, operates an outlet that is located at the intersection of Leith Crossing and the Anchovy Main Road. According to Miss Thorpe, the flood has left her suffering hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damages. She said that her generator, refrigerators, and several other items in her shop were destroyed or damaged by water and mud. Ms. Chin and the members of her staff have been working towards removing the mud, the rocks, and other debris from her building. Another individual, known as Ennis of Mount Carey, has said that he narrowly escaped being taken out by raging floodwaters on his way home on Friday. He said that he received harm to his right leg during the process of escaping. He said he was driving up the hill to his home. When he looked in front of the car, he could see a lot of water and a huge stone was coming towards him and the vehicle. He said that he jumped out of the car and had to run for his life. But a few other stones still managed to cause harm to his foot. He said that his right leg was in a cast. Several other motorists gave similar accounts of narrowly escaping, losing their lives from the flood, which caused severe damages to their vehicles and left them with high prices in the damages. Family members are desperately looking for a man who was taken in St. Catherine. The relatives of 25-year-old Bailey are quite anxious for his return after he was taken by some individuals who said that they were police. This happened on January 2, 2021. His relatives have mentioned that this situation happened while Bailey was standing along Marchpen Road in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, between 5 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. They mentioned that 4 men traveling in a private motor vehicle accused him of not holding any meds before holding him by his pants and forcing him into the vehicle. They claimed that they were law enforcement officers and that they were taking him to the Spanish Town police station. However, when relatives visited the station, the law officers that were on duty told them that there was no record of him being in detention or being arrested. 7 days later since his disappearance, his families are worried that he may not be alive. They say that he was last seen in a red shirt, black pants and slippers, They are making appeals to anyone who may have seen him or who are aware of his location or who may have any information that can help to make contact with the police. The police team in St. Catherine are still investigating this matter. Wilson, who is the coordinator at Creative Craft Plus in downtown Kingston, along with his wife and 2 other employees, were in a shock when they turned up at the facility, which provides training for several disabled persons, to find that it was ransacked. All of the locks to the storerooms and offices were broken off. Files were thrown all over the place. 2 speakers and an amplifier, as well as cash totaling the business's sales for the week, were missing. Wilson and his wife, who are both visually impaired, were still in a state of shock when they gave us the story. They have mentioned that they are still trying to assess the full extent of this situation, which involved them losing all of these items. Wilson is still in a state of shock as he has realized that these dangerous individuals who entered the establishment ransacked the building, overturned drawers, discarded files, as well as caused damage to the building and other assets as well. The matter has since been reported to the Central Police Station, and according to Wilson, at least 3 police teams have visited and have done their assessments, but he is still disappointed with the way that they are handling the situation. They are also awaiting a visit from personnel from the Jamaica Council for Persons with Disabilities and Food for the Poor to determine the full extent of the damage and the things that they have lost. Their immediate concern is how to restart operations in a building where security has been compromised, and their products have now been exposed to the elements as a result of the damage to the windows and other infrastructure by these dangerous individuals. At the moment, they are not training because they do not have the necessary funding to provide the stipend and lunch each day for participants. However, on a daily basis, they have products for sales, and usually they have many persons coming in over time to purchase their products or to get their products repaired. And therefore, they do some chair caning primarily and other antique stuff. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about these matters that have been discussed in this session. What of this very important building that has been ransacked and has items stolen by dangerous individuals? What is your viewpoint on the man that was taken in St. Catherine by persons who stated that they were law enforcement officers? And what is your opinion of the flooding in St. James that has caused damages to motor vehicles, roads, and business places? Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Have a good day. Goodbye.